gold heading back to Lawrence County. Your home for the county of champions.
Settles under it. The senior makes the catch. Perfection. The Shannick, again, are your Class 2A state champions.
Force out the third, and that will do it. Mohawk is your 3A softball champions.
Buzzer's gonna sound. Union repeats as the Class 1A WPIAL champions.
The top local athletes and the top sports moments all featured here, live or archived at lcsportsnet.com.
Sideline getting by one defender, and he's gonna go all the way by Harrison. Harrison on the ground finds Blundo. Blundo rolls it in, up and good for two.
Shallow right field, giving a run, and a sliding catch made.
Down to 6 on the play clock. Here's the snap in the hold. The kick is up. The kick is long enough. It is good.
That's fly ball deep right field. Get out of here.
Hope running for his life. Throws it up for grabs. There's a man open.
Touchdown.
No way!
Ripped away from him, right back to Stanley from the seat of his pants, and he throws it off the window and in.
Featuring over 100 broadcasts of county events in over a dozen sports. Your voice for Lawrence County sports.
The gold ball headed home to Newcastle.
This is the Lawrence County SportsNet.
And we welcome you into coverage of PIAA basketball on the second day of this championship tournament. Everything got underway yesterday. Today we here at Mohawk High School, we have a boys 3A matchup which features the Mohawk Warriors. They are the third place team out of District 7 in the WPL. They take on the second place finisher from District 5, Chestnut Ridge, the Chestnut Ridge Lions. Alongside Jared Barton, Bob Workwist on LCSN. Coverage today brought to you by the Law Office of William J. Flaherty. Kind of a Cinderella-type run for Mohawk through the playoffs, getting to the semifinals, getting back into the state playoffs, Jared, where they won 2 games last year. So take a breath, right? You lose in the WPL semifinals. Now you're in another tournament, and fortunately for the Warriors, they get to start here at home.
Yeah, for sure. And you take nothing away from losing to South Allegheny, who ends up the eventual WPIAL champion in 3A. But then you go and you face Bishop Canevin in a winnable a play-in game qualifier to get them into that third spot in 3A out of District 7. And they line themselves up for hopefully another Cinderella run here starting at home.
Chestnut Ridge is 17-7. Mohawk, by the way, another 20-win season, third straight year the Warriors have 20 wins. They're 20-6. 17-7 for the Lions. They're from New Paris, PA, in Bedford County. They are in the LHAC, the Laurel Highlands Athletic Conference. Their playoffs, because smaller districts, they're kind of combined. So if you get confused about the sub-regionals, this was one of them. They've already defeated a team from Western Pennsylvania down the road a little bit in Pittsburgh, Carrick from the City League, and they got into the 3A championships, and they were runners-up in that tournament.
Yeah, they fell to North Star back on February 27th, 51-47. But as you mentioned, much smaller in terms of less schools in those areas, and because of that, you get an easier path to the state playoffs. You only have to play 2 games, and you only had to win 1 to get into the state tournament.
So Mohawk, under head coach Mike O'Leary, he's in his 4th year, but a name very familiar. He had a great success with the Mohawk girls basketball team. They've got a great program turning the corner since he took over. The last 3 years have been great. Section champions last year. This year in a tougher section didn't end up that way, but they've got a fantastic player to name that is certainly familiar to Mohawk players. Bobby Fadden, who averaged over 21 points a game last year. He's the leading scorer again this year, averaging over 20 points. Could be a special and historic afternoon for Bobby Fadden.
No doubt. He's 2 points away from tying that all-time Mohawk scoring leader. But 3 points would get him into that number 1 spot, and he's looking to try to not only shatter that record, but also set his mark, and hopefully he can get out of today. Of course, that would be his goal, get out of today and continue, have multiple games to keep setting that big milestone.
Fadden's at 22.4 points a game. Drew Rona, also a fantastic athlete, 15.6. And Joey Nails also plus 10 points a game, 11.8 for the Mohawk Warriors. Head coach for Chestnut Ridge is Chad Jones. He's in his first year leading the program, but he was an assistant under former head coach Don Ellis. Again, from the LHAC conference, a win over Carrick in the semifinals and a loss and a runner-up in the District 5 finals to North Star, 51-47. We'll talk about some of their players. Justin Weishong is one of their top players and a top athlete, three-sport athlete. He's one of the names to be looking out for here today. Chestnut Ridge in the royal blue.
Love it.
And gold, and Mohawk in the familiar white uniforms, red and black, red numerals, black trim. We're going to pause here, and we're going to pick up a live performance, acoustic performance of the national anthem. So it could be a singing as well. So you and I were excited when we saw the guitar come in and the microphone go up for
We're
the
looking
national
forward,
anthem.
and here we go.
We're playing the national anthem by Mohawk's own Lou Greco. Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose front strides and bright stars through the perilous fight. Oh, the ramparts we won were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets rattling, the bombs bursting, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave. The officials for today's game are Scott Refner, Kevin Doe-Spike.
Fantastic rendition of the national anthem there,
I'm going to have
Bob.
to follow Lou Greco around, I think. Really good stuff from Lou Greco.
Mohawk local, the acoustic national anthem. It's time for our starting lineups.
Junior number 30, Brady Halkovich. Junior number 22, Cade Emmerich. Senior number 13, Cole Nicodemus. Senior number 11, Owen Claycroft. And senior number 2, Justin Weissong. Head coach Jack Jones, assisted by Amanda Alexander. Let's meet your Warriors starting five. Sitting at 6'3", sophomore number 2, Drew Rona. A 6'2", junior number 1, Blake Ryan. And an even 6' junior number 11, Ethan Jones. He's wearing the 14 jersey, 6'1" junior, Vinny Cusolo. And a 6'2" senior number 5, Blake Logan.
Some great introductions. Spotlights on, the lights go down.
Strobe lights, we got it all.
You can't go wrong with
No.
the Alan Parsons Project.
Of course.
Or the Empire Death March underneath your opponents. Justin Wysong, Owen Claycomb, Cole Nicodemus, Kate Emmerich, Brody Halkovich for the Lions, and head coach Chad Jones, Bobby Fadden, Drew Rona, Blake Logan, Joey Nail, Vinny Pizzullo for head coach Mike O'Lear, and the Warriors. And again, coverage today at LCSN is brought to you by the law office of William J. Flaherty.
Emmerich and Fadden for the opening tip here as we're ready to go. Noon start time, a little bit earlier than a lot of those.
Thank you to the great and powerful Oz for that. Tip is controlled by Mohawk. They move left to right in the white jerseys against the blue-shirted Lions for this first quarter. They've got the ball at the top of the key. That is Drew Rona. He goes to the wing. They'll dump it down inside. Joey Nail reverses to the near side. He misses. Rebound is being fought for. Fadden had it, and it's tied up, and Chestnut Ridge gets the alternate possession.
It's a lot of hard work by Fadden underneath, but he had two Lions pretty much locking him up. He was unable to get the reverse layup to go.
So the full court pressure comes. Man-to-man matchup, but the Lions break it quite easily, and a good pass leads to an easy layup for Cole Nicodemus.
Yeah, that was a pretty fast break. No pun intended there, Bob.
2 passes, 3 actually, and they broke the pressure. There's a drive and an 8-footer that rims out for Fadden. Rebound is deflected and controlled by Brody Halkovich for Chestnut Ridge.
And they're quickly back into the offensive zone.
Going to work it up, pass it back out to the man, Cade Emmerich, who brought it up. His bounce pass deflected. He tried to go on the left blocks to Cole Nicodemus, and it's knocked away by the Warriors 55 seconds into this one.
Yeah, off one of their legs. So an inbound under the scoring hoop here for the Lions.
Left baseline inbound. They find Justin Wysong. He's on the near wing. Good pass and splitting the D, but missing the layup is Nicodemus. But Wysong gets the offensive rebound. Leads to a 3 that's short from Halkovich. Long rebound is controlled by Halkovich.
That's a great tip from Nicodemus to keep this offensive possession alive.
So 2 offensive rebounds for the Lions. And they'll work it in with Nicodemus. Left side, off the window with the left hand. He's got 4, and it's a 4-0 start for Chestnut Ridge.
Yeah, fast moving here offense for Chestnut Ridge so far in this game.
Well, on the left wing, now driving right is Nail, and a block is called as he came from the left wing to the right blocks. And down on the floor getting up is Justin Wysong, who thinks he drew the charge, but it's a block in the first foul of this game.
When you go and try to figure out if it's a charge or a block, you always got to talk about the controlled movement of the ball carrier in the moment, and things did look pretty controlled there, so the block call okay.
Fadden missed on the inbound play, and he got his own rebound. They keep possession. Right side tray is down for Drew Rona, and the Warriors on the board trailing by 1.
But quickly, here's the Lions back into the offensive end.
That's good defense on the backside by Blake Logan. But they get a 3. They work it to the outside, and it's Brody Halkovich for a tray, and it's a 7-3 lead for the Lions. Rona off the floor finds Nail. He's on the right wing, pulls it back out. Fadden, top of the key, in between the Big M logo at half court. Now he comes to the right wing against the man-to-man defense. Fadden drives, help underneath, and it's a block by Wysong. Good help defense by Justin Wysong. Nicodemus left side, dumps it down, hits a leg, it's on the floor, comes back to the near corner to Nicodemus. He resets the possession up for Chestnut Ridge. Driving right, Halkovich, flipping it to Justin Wysong. He dumps it, intercepted. Drew Rona with a steal, transition for Mohawk. Rona up the floor, finds a teammate, and it's Joey Nail. Lays it up and in, and he draws the foul.
And that's exactly what the doctor ordered if you're the Warriors. You needed points quickly into the offensive zone. And that's Wysong's second.
He's their top scorer, Justin Wysong. He's a 1,000-point scorer as well. So first 2 points for Joey Nail, the 6'2 junior. And he's at the foul line to try to make it a 1-point game. 7-5 Lions, and he misses. So it stays at 7-5. Halkovich has his 3rd rebound for Chestnut Ridge. Driving left side is Kate Emmerich. Good dish, that's a good cut. And an easy 2 for Halkovich off the assist from Emmerich.
It's Nicodemus who had the points there.
Oh, sorry, thank you. So he's got 6.
And another takeaway. Wysong.
Steal, yeah, Wysong outlet. Left side, a stop, back in the middle, and you got to find someone on Cole Nicodemus. Michael Lear sees that as Mohawk takes a 30-second timeout. Nicodemus has 8 of the 11 for Chestnut Ridge.
Yeah, he's been one of the quicker players into the offensive zone for the Lions. It's been a lot of fun to watch this team circulate the basketball, and that leads to this timeout as they take an 11-5 lead here in the middle stages of the first quarter.
Coverage of the state basketball playoffs at LCSN brought to you today by the law office of William J. Flaherty. They proudly support the Mohawk Warriors in their quest to capture a state championship, and they say good luck to the Mohawk Warriors. Had it within 2, chance to get it to 1, but good transition, right? Talked about, Jared, pressure from Mohawk. Chestnut Ridge has not had an issue yet in this first quarter with that pressure.
No, definitely not. And they've broken presses a couple of times, and it's been very impressive in the offensive end. But Mohawk's holding up their own. I'm not going to go and say that they haven't provided a lot of energy so far because they've looked sharp. They just had a couple of bounces that haven't gone their way yet.
Just take a timeout, Ray, take a breath. Maybe pick it up a little defensively. Offensively, they work it. Right blocks the nail. Right wing Fadden. He's guarded defensively by Halkovich. Fadden now top of the key, flips it over to his teammate Vinny Pizzula, who drives, gets the contact, but a strong finish for his first 2, makes it 11-7. And now there's a trap.
Yeah, a bit of a press here from Mohawk.
Claycomb opposite side breaks it, finds Halkovich. He has Wysong. His 3 is blocked, but a foul is called on Blake Logan.
That'll be his first.
Logan stepped out of the left wing. It was a reset by Wysong right down in front of us.
3 shots here.
Yeah, 3 foul shots coming for Justin Wysong, who's a 3-sport athlete, also baseball and golf, 3-year letter winner in basketball. He makes his first points for Chestnut Ridge. He's a hard worker, according to Coach Jones, and leader off and on the court. His brother Nate was also a 1,000-point scorer, and he's a pitcher at Wake Forest. Second is good for Justin Wysong.
So the athletic team's running the family.
Nate Wysong was also quarterback on the football team. Third is also good. 3 free throws and a 7-point lead for Chestnut Ridge at 14-7. Good drive by Fadden. Fades away with the right hand. Can't get it to go. 4 rebounds now for Halkovich. Halkovich up to Owen Claycomb. Good pass, right? Left to right. Easy layup for Cade Emmerich.
First points for the junior. It's now 16-7.
And again, no problems breaking the pressure. There's a drive and the ball's deflected. Ends up with Cade Emmerich. They come transition. Claycomb near side. Can't get the layup to go. Rebound is off the hands of Rona. That hit either a Chestnut Ridge player or
it was off
Joey Nail.
Yeah,
they
it
were
was
both
off a
laying
Nail
down.
who was on the ground.
Nail might have been laying partially out of bounds too, so the possession stays forecourt left with the Lions. Wysong fakes a 3. His pass is deflected on the left wing. Good hands there by Bobby Fadden. So right from in front of the Mohawk bench and inbound for the Lions and Owen Claycomb. Justin Wysong, just three free throws. He's got a rebound on a block already. Good pressure at the top of that. A trap and a steal at the back end of it by Rona.
Almost.
Oh, they save it, right? Good save, and they find a player underneath. That's a foul. Maybe not a bad one.
Or
they
take
found
that back, Pizzulo.
Yeah, it was Halkovich, Justin, and Pizzulo. It was kind of late getting there, an odd man after the almost steal. So it's a foul, second team foul against Mohawk, and a left baseline inbound for Chestnut Ridge. They find a cutter, and it's Nicodemus. Back to Claycomb, who loses it. Fadden comes the other way with the steal. Right side layup is good for his first points of the game. That ties him for the all-time lead. There's a 3 miss, but a rebound is put up and in. What a good first half for Nicodemus. 2 rebounds and now 10 points for Chestnut Ridge.
And here comes Fadden.
He passes out, though. Nail drives from the right wing. Left side to Pizzulo. Joey Nail's on the opposite wing. Skip pass deflected. Fadden with a nice catch. He'll drive right side. His 12-footer rims out. Rebounded by Cole Nicodemus.
And you can sense the whole gym is just waiting for the next point to fall here for Bobby Fadden.
Ball comes to the near side and a drive and a dish. Nicodemus stops on the left blocks. Claycomb to the right side. His 12-footer short. Wysong, good job to race in and get the rebound.
Almost taken away, and a good deflection from Nail. It's going to go out of bounds and stay with Chestnut Ridge.
We'll get our first substitution as Brody Dahl comes off the bench.
Freshman, but a decent sized player. He'll work underneath.
Working with it is Owen Claycomb, and he is fouled in a push. First personal against Drew Rona at the top of the offense. Third team foul against Mohawk. So it'll be a far sideline inbound for Chestnut Ridge. Top of the key is Halkovich. And they'll work at the Wysong, who resets the offense.
And Nicodemus, a rare loss as he was trying to split two defenders. They say it was off of his leg and out of bounds.
So that'll get the ball back over to Mohawk, trailing 18-9.
Three-point shot is good. It's Drew Rona.
That is Drew Rona. He's got a pair of trays. 6 points, makes it a 6-point game. 18-12 Lions.
Chestnut Ridge quickly back into the offensive end.
And they'll work at that top of the key. Claycomb. He'll drive to the left blocks, underhands it. Back rim for Nicodemus, no. A rare miss for him, rebounded by Blake Logan for the Warriors. They're down 6. Rona thought about a three. He'll drive right down the middle, finishes with a left hand to make it 18-14.
Rona with 8, 4-point game.
There's a three at the other end, way off the mark from Halkovich. Good rebound, though, up and in by Wysong. 5 points, 3 rebounds for Wysong.
That shot was practically a pass right to his hands, and we get 2 more for Rona on the other end. He has 10.
Rona has 10. Nicodemus has 10. We're heating up late first quarter, inside of a minute. And there's a 15-footer bang from the right baseline. First 2 for Claycomb, excuse me.
Deep 3 from Rona, no good this time. And
Rebound
a foul headed the other way.
It's either going to be Pizzullo or Logan. It is the second personal on Blake Logan, says Scott Ruffner. By the way, Fadden, 2 points. He is now tied for the all-time leading scorer here at Mohawk. And one more puts him on that list. He's also high up on the Lawrence County list. 40.8 to go. Chestnut Ridge with a 6-point lead on the basketball as they check a new player in off the bench.
That's Marcus Weaver, who's wearing the full sweatpants.
There's a 3 near side that's an air ball. Easy rebound for Drew Rona. And now Mohawk has it late, trailing by 6 with 20 seconds. Drew Rona, they are going to hold for 1. Rona's near half court with 15. Around the screen comes Pizzullo. You got to think Fadden will be at the end of this. There he is.
There he is.
Left corner for 3. He's the now all-time leading scorer at Mohawk with a tray to end the first quarter. What a way to do it for Bobby Fadden.
As he comes to the bench, embraced by his coaches and teammates.
After 50 years, we have a new Mohawk scoring leader, Bobby Fadden.
History is made here on the Lawrence County SportsNet.
The Mohawk fans across the way, a standing ovation, a couple on the near side. His teammates appreciate it. Bobby Fadden was like, guys, we got a game to play. He's all business after he drains a tray. He needed 2 points, and he gets a 3 to be the all-time leading scorer.
50 years ago.
50-year record, plus 1,600 points. Glad to be here to witness it.
But all of that thrown out the door, currently in the middle of a very contentious game.
The more important thing, it was a big 3 late to make it a 3-point game, right? 22-19 Chestnut Ridge after the first quarter of play. But a well-deserved celebration for Bobby Fadden. And, folks, he's just a junior. So that total is going to go up, up, and up.
He'll keep shattering the record.
Well, he's going to add to it in this one, you would assume, right?
He gets another standing ovation here from the crowd at Mohawk.
10 points for Rona, 10 for Nicodemus for Chestnut Ridge. Fadden has 5. Got 2 of those, or 3 of those late. And down 3, Mohawk will start with the basketball. And again, moving left to right for the first half, trailing by 3. And here is Fadden. They could tie with a tray. They could tie with a tray. Fadden driving right. Has it knocked away. Good hands by Cade Emmerich, but he loses it out of bounds. Not sure if I've seen this before with Marcus Weaver in the sweatpants.
One has to wonder if he forgot his shorts.
That, or I've seen it done before with religious obligations.
Yes, yeah, that's true.
They missed by Fadden, a rebound by Claycomb. So no confirmation on that, but it is different to see him wearing the long pants. The shot missed. Rebound is deflected around, and Rona has another rebound. He lobs to Fadden. Great catch, but he was falling down out of control. Left side, he missed it, and then the rebound goes out of bounds. And then Weaver and Rona get tied up on the right blocks, and they spill
all
to the
incidental
hardwood.
contact.
Yes, I think that's good no whistle. Scott Refner, by the way, the referee. Kevin Doverspike and Justin Bufano are the umpires. I like the no calls.
It's been good, and it's been on both sides.
Fadden with a screen, and it's blocked by Cade Emmerich. And the rebound to Nicodemus. So Fadden has a right corner tray block, and it stays 22-19 Lions. They've got it in the right corner, forecourt left. That's Emmerich. Got it underneath to a driving Claycomb, and he is fouled.
That's going to be Pizzolo's second as he's called for the block, and he was pleading his case. His hands were completely extended up in the air. As Tanner Platt checks in.
Comes in, the personal fouls, checking back in. Halkovich for Chestnut Ridge. Lob inbound, it's Cade Emmerich. Hands it off to Wysong. He's on the right wing, driving the right baseline, bounces to Halkovich, screen and roll. Good defense. Both Fadden and Rona knock it away, but it's out of bounds off of Mohawk, and Chestnut Ridge retains possession. Lob in. Emmerich hands it off. Nicodemus left side. He's been strong on the near side. He's got 12. That's a game high. And a 5-point lead for the Lions. Good fake by Fadden. He splits 2 defenders, fakes the pass, and drives in to lay it up and in.
Keeps it a 3-point game. And now look.
Diving after it is Tanner Platt. And he creates the turnover. Great hustle by Tanner Platt, the sophomore, off the bench. Mohawk windbound baseline right.
Marcus Weaver and company pleading their case that he may have been out of bounds, laying out of bounds when he got possession, but nothing called.
Good inbound, hanging, and scoring is Bobby Fadden. Told you the record was going to go up.
And now he has 9.
1-point game. Chestnut Ridge, they get it in. Too easy again for Nicodemus.
He's running away with things.
He's got 14, yes. And 12 of those have been easy for Cole Nicodemus. A 3 for Rona, back rim. No, rebound controlled by Marcus Weaver. Rona wanted a foul at the end, and we get a block at half court called against Bobby Fadden, his first.
Intensity continuing to rise here in the Mohawk gym as another substitution as Owen Claycomb returns.
Winner of this one on Wednesday plays the winner of Forest Hills, champions from District 6, their first championship in 30 years. And Keystone Oaks, the 7th place finisher from WPL District 7. And
looks like
the call? Is it Wysong? It'll be 3 if it's a moving pick.
A flop.
It's a flop.
Call. A flop on Wysong.
That's his 3rd, and he's the top scorer. I thought they were getting a moving pick. Then I thought that because he knocked Rona down, so there were competing number 2s.
Timeout called by the Chestnut Ridge bench.
He wants to chat to the officials, too.
Full timeout.
What's a full timeout to talk This is Scott Reffner. Gives us a chance to let you know that coverage of the PIAA state playoffs and the Mohawk Warriors brought to you today by the law office of William J. Flaherty. They wish the student athletes of Lawrence County all the best competing in the PIAA playoffs, which started yesterday. And William J. Flaherty, his law firm, says go Warriors. There were a record 9 Lawrence County teams. Chad Jones is really giving it to Scott Reffner. Give Scott Reffner credit. He let him have his say. Now that's enough, right? Because that's 3 on your top player.
Right.
So, by the way, Elwood City in girls basketball in 3A yesterday and Wilmington in 2A were losers. The only winner yesterday from Lawrence County, Neshannock girls in 2A. They beat Everett. Today, Newcastle in boys 6A, Neshannock in boys 2A, and Union in boys 2A, which is the second game of my doubleheader. And we've got this one plus Elwood City and the Mohawk girls in girls 3A. So that's your Lawrence County update. They haven't really needed Wysong offensively, right? Jared with the play of Cole Nicodemus.
Right. Nicodemus has been the star, and but Wysong, that's not a player you want to lose.
Well, defensively plus distributing, right? He's got 3 rebounds and a block and 5 points, but it's 6:06 left in the second quarter.
So he's only nabbed with 2 fouls on the board.
Oh, so the flop isn't it's a warning. That's what it is, not a foul.
Okay.
So let's reset that and take the foul off the books. Next time, it will be a foul. Spinning, using the shoulder to create space is Emmerich, and I believe Joey Nail is going to get caught with that personal.
I think you're right.
That'll be his first. That'll send Cade Emmerich to the line to shoot 2. The 6'4" junior, also part of the football team at Chestnut Ridge. Misses the first. That's the first missed free throw for Chestnut Ridge. Wysong had the 3 free throws after getting fouled on a 3-point attempt. Second is also missed. And rebound is controlled by Joey Nail. Here come the Warriors down 3. Fadden dribbling on the left, blocks and then steps his way through, and he's hacked in the act. And Bobby Fadden will shoot 2 free throws. That personal is charged against Owen Claycomb, his first. You can certainly see the offensive instincts from Bobby Fadden.
No doubt.
Whose dad, Rob, is a 95 graduate at Mohawk, 1,000-point scorer. Uncle Brian Fadden scored over 1,500 points, was the second leading scorer in the WPIL back in his senior year.
So he's carrying the family name along. As he hits the first free throw, misses the second.
That's good rebound, though, fighting for it. And getting it is Blake Logan, his second rebound. Fadden resets, and then an extra pass to Rona in the left corner. Skip pass near side. Fadden, though, backs it out at the Mohawk logo at half court. They can tie with the 2, the Warriors. They've not led in this game. Nail on the right baseline will bring it back out to Platt, and then Fadden resets right side. He'll drive left, stops and pops from 3. Book it! Mohawk 27, Chestnut Ridge 26. First lead for the Warriors.
On the 3-point shot from Fadden.
Another good pass. Although Rona and Wysong, Rona maybe changed the shot. Wysong missed, rebounded the other way. And it's Fadden who hits the 8-footer for his 14th point and a 3-point lead for Mohawk. Chestnut Ridge, boy, they go quick pace. A miss from Claycomb, and a rebound ends up in Drew Rona's hands. Here come the Warriors. Rona crosses over, drives left side, rejected, strong block. Second of the game by Cade Emmerich.
Yeah, it was a big man block, no doubt.
Emmerich is 6'4", Rona 6'1", and he swatted it away with the left hand. Marcus Weaver back in for the Lions. Vinny Pizzullo back in for the Warriors.
And just so we're all square, I have Fadden for 15 points.
Oh, you made 1 free throw.
Yes.
You're right.
And now he leads all scorers in the game.
Should just, they don't have the points on the scoreboard, so thank you for catching that.
Yep.
Missed 3. Wysong has his 4th rebound for Chestnut Ridge. I missed the free throw. Thank you. Claycomb near half court, ball deflected. He tracks it down. Nicodemus, he's on the left wing, left corner. Wysong, he goes around Nicodemus. Mohawk's defense has been pretty aggressive. They've got all 3 fouls here in the second quarter. Pass underneath Weaver, might have walked. They get a 3 from the left side, Emmerich, no good. Rebound controlled by Tanner Platt. And a block is called against Marcus Weaver near half court. He didn't think so.
That'll be his first.
Mohawk 29, Chestnut Ridge 26 with 3:58 left before halftime. Nail is back in for the Warriors. And now Drew Rona, also a baseball player. They all pale in comparison to Bobby Fadden, who misses a 3. Thought on cue he was going to hit a 3. Weaver runs the other way with the rebound right side. Good defense by Fadden, knocks it out of bounds off of Weaver, and it's Mohawk basketball. Bobby Fadden, football, basketball, baseball, golf, and track. His planner is full.
Yeah, seems like
his dance carded as well. So is his ledger.
Is he
scoring points
performing in the Wizard of Oz as well?
That's a good question. That's why we got a noon start today. The matinee edition of the Wizard of Oz is at 3 o'clock today here at Mohawk. Wysong spots up for 3, no good. Blake Logan rebounds for Mohawk. If it wasn't headed to Union, I'd be tempted to check out the Wizard of Oz, the great and powerful. Fadden, he's great and powerful.
Yes, he is.
Had it stripped away by Nicodemus at the end of the drive, and Mohawk inbounds baseline right.
Single-handedly getting the first lead of the game for the Warriors. Again, leading all scorers now with 15.
He had 2 to late in the first quarter, hit that tray, and now he's got 15, as you said. That's a good entry pass, good patience, and a baby hook is good for Nail. 5-point lead for Mohawk, 31-26 is their biggest. Wysong in the backcourt, comes up the left side, falls down. Fadden has the steal. Transition Mohawk, bounce pass it is for Blake Logan's first 2. Timeout, Chestnut Ridge with 2:50 left. Mohawk up to a 7-point lead, Jared.
Yeah, and it's been fun to watch the last few minutes. 30-second timeout called by Chestnut Ridge. They want to try to regroup as their lead has just evaporated in the last couple of minutes. It's been a lot of fun to watch here. This Mohawk team now clicking on all cylinders.
Mohawk in the WPIAL playoffs wins over Waynesburg, Southmoreland. Lost in the semis to South Allegheny, who went on to win their first WPIAL championship. And then you mentioned beating Bishop Canevin. Bobby Fadden in the Bishop Canevin win, 35 points and 4 threes in a 70-64 win. Mohawk, the 1970 WPIAL champions. 2 PIAA wins last year over Montauk and Elwood City before losing in the quarterfinals to District 3 champion Girard.
Out of Erie, PA.
Down 7. Yeah, the District 10 champs. So it's a good run. Mohawk held their composure, right? Chestnut Ridge came out with a good punch on the road. In the paint is Nicodemus. Goes right side, falling down is Claycomb.
And he may have been tripped by Rona. Nothing called, and it's going the other way.
He falls down. Pizzulo falls down. The ball rolls out of bounds off of Nicodemus, and you said it's going the other way. Mohawk has the basketball back. Big crowd. It's almost full across the way here. Some folks from Chestnut Ridge. Again, Chestnut Ridge, New Paris, PA, coming to Bessemer from Bedford County. Entry past the Nail. He's double teamed, and a reach in against Nicodemus. Forthcoming. That's actually against Claycomb, his second. I like what Nail did, protected that, right? He saw the double team coming on the left blocks, protected the basketball. That is now 3 team fouls either way in the second quarter. Entry pass. And another good inbounds play. Pizzulo has 4 off the Rona inbound.
9-point lead here for Mohawk, biggest of the game so far.
They were down 3 after the first quarter. They've outscored Chestnut Ridge 16-3 in the second half, and an offensive foul on a moving screen against Cole Nicodemus. his first.
If you remember, Mohawk was down by as many as 7 in one point in the first quarter. So they've really been on the comeback trail and then just never looked back.
Took a while to find their footing, right? And they certainly have.
Maybe some jitters in the first minutes.
Maybe that late 3 for Fadden.
I think that woke them up big time.
Because they've had a great second quarter. With a minute 40 left, they've got a 9-point lead in the ball. Pizzulo gets it in. Nail spins right-handed hook. This time Joey Nail has 6. Mohawk leads by 11. And a foul called at half court by Nail. Maybe not a good foul. The 4th against the Warriors in the second quarter, 2 against the Joey Nail. Nail is also a football team and also a baseball player at Mohawk. Pizzolo, baseball player. He's the ace, pitching-wise for the Warriors, baseball-wise. That spring sport has started practice. Oh, that's a good step and find. Really done well by Cade Emmerich, Jared, on the right blocks.
Yeah, no doubt. And he uses his size to the advantage there, as there were 3 Warriors around him, but he was able to slither in. And again, his height is what made the difference to make sure that shot was going to go in.
He's got 4. That breaks a little bit of a Mohawk run, gets it to a 9-point game, 37-28. Mohawk, 50 seconds to go before halftime.
And no shot clock, so I think they'd be A-OK holding for the last shot here.
Well, they held in the first quarter and ended up with a record-breaking Bobby Fadden 3. Rona will drive and dish to Fadden. And they play catch on the left wing.
You can just tell that these players are very in sync. A lot of no-look passes.
This is a team that graduated a lot of upperclassmen from last year. They've got
and now
chemistry.
He's back and forth. That was a great forced turnover from Cade Emmerich.
He forced Drew Rona into an over and back violation. And the Lions get the ball back, trailing by 9 with 25.5 to go, second quarter. Wysong sets the offense up at half court with 20 seconds. He'll drive right side. Hands it off to Halkovich, who drive right baseline. That's a strong layup. And 5 points now for Brody Halkovich. Still 10 seconds though. Fadden beats the double team down the right side. He'll wind his way in. Fouled at the end of the drive by Halkovich. And to the free throw line goes Bobby Fadden for 2. He's 1 of 2 at the foul line tonight.
It's Halkovich's first. And with 5 seconds left in the first half, 2 free throws upcoming here for Mr. Fadden.
No rush at all for Fadden, too. He went coast to coast with 10 seconds, took half of that, and makes the first free throw. He's got 16 now. Second free throw opportunity. Also good. Mohawk back up by 9. And they turn it over. Fadden behind the back. Not enough time to get the shot off. He almost made it. Would not have counted if it went. We're through the first 2 quarters. A good second quarter for Mohawk. They outscored Chestnut Ridge
20-8.
20-8. And they lead by 9. Mohawk 39 and Chestnut Ridge 30. Listening to coverage of the PIAA basketball playoffs, brought to you today on LCSN by the Law Office of William J. Flaherty. Back right after this.
Congratulations to our February LCAP Team of the Month. The Lawrence County SportsNet is proud to honor Union Girls Basketball as February's LCAP Team of the Month after winning their 3rd straight WPIAL Championship. Congratulations to Coach Nogue and the undefeated Lady Scots basketball team, our February LCAP Team of the Month. Lawrence County SportsNet is proud to honor Neshannock's Davey Kwok as the February Red Zone Male Athlete of the Month for scoring his 1,000th career point in the section finale. LC SportsNet is also proud to honor Laurel wrestler Maggie Alfera as the February Female Athlete of the Month for finishing 3rd in the WPIAL Championships and qualifying for the state finals. Congratulations and best of luck to juniors Maggie Alfera and Davey Kwok, the February Red Zone Athletes of the Month.
Thank you for calling Axe. Where can we take you today?
To work, to the store, to Grandma's house. Axe can get you there, but it's much more than a ride. It's a joyride.
I'm helping people. I'm getting them out of their house. I'm taking them to their doctors, to the grocery store.
They say I'm entertaining. Okay, we laugh, we joke. We sing, we tell stories.
They're like family to us.
Even if it's the same day, to schedule your joyride, call Axe today.
Cold winds blowing, temperatures dropping, and snow is beginning to fall. And then your furnace goes out. LCAP's LIHEAP Crisis Program is here to help. If your furnace is blowing cold air, not turning on, or not reaching the desired temperature, help is right around the corner, whether it needs fixed or replaced. For information, call the Department of Healthy Homes at 724-656-0090. LCAP's Healthy Home programs are the key to safer living.
For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Melee Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $30 visit to the Melee Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and/or all therapy is necessary. From the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between. Let Melee Chiropractic keep you in the game.
When it comes to shopping for insurance, there are thousands of options out there. MVP Insurance proactively shops and compares your policies to find the best coverage and rate. Josh Madure and David Verratti want to provide you with a level of personalized service that you know that you are the MVP of their agency. They simplify insurance so you can live stress-free. Visit one of the locations in Zeno-Leopold or in New Springfield, Ohio. Call MVP for the win. Proud sponsor of the MVP of the game on the Lawrence County SportsNet.
Works in Progress Painting wishes a successful and satisfying season to all the Lawrence County sports teams and athletes. Work hard and bring honor to your team, school, and family in how you play. Joe Wright and his family have been providing painting, window cleaning, and other property services for business and homeowners in the Lawrence County area for over 10 years. Their goal on every project is to provide a meaningful service that honors their customer, God, and their family, and to have fun while doing it. Works in Progress is now booking interior painting projects for both residential and commercial projects. Call Joe today at 724-714-4294 to discuss your next project.
Tired of gasoline costs? Why drive? Let the Newcastle Transit Authority take you where you want to go. Serving the city of Newcastle and stops throughout Lawrence County, as well as weekday service to Pittsburgh. Public transportation just makes sense. Why drive when you can relax and ride? For more information or for route schedules, log on to newcastletransit.org. The Newcastle Transit Authority, going your way. And remember, senior citizens ride free.
At Madore Bonner Law, we're more than just attorneys. We're your community partners. With a combined experience that spans decades, attorneys Jason Madore, Michael Bonner, and Greg Rossitelli are your trusted advisors for all legal matters. From personal injury to estate planning, business law to family disputes, we are here to guide you through every step of the legal process. Our full-service, community-based approach ensures that you're not just a client, but a valued member of our family. Give us a call or visit us online at madorebonnerlaw.com for more information.
GEM building contractors and developers have a proven record of performance on any size project. They bring value, local craftsmanship, expert management to meet any challenge. From design construction, from inspection to budget estimation, GEM Builder has been building our community for 70 years.
When it comes to protecting those you love, the businesses you've built, or the things you've earned, you need someone you can trust. Who better to protect your interests than a local insurance agent? Pontius Insurance is a team of local agents helping local residents in Lawrence County and surrounding areas, specializing in auto, home, business, and life insurance. Come see Dan Pontius, Jessica Dix, and Tracy Giddings, and the rest of the team at Pontius Insurance, and receive the personalized service you deserve.
Don't get left out to dry. Call the Penn Ohio Bottled Water Company for the fastest and most efficient bottled water delivery service in the area. Penn Ohio offers bottled water ranging from 16.9-ounce bottles to 5-gallon jugs, perfect for your next event or office water cooler system. Also, don't forget to ask about their custom labeling options. Visit PenOhioBottledWater.com for more information and to get a quote on their delivery services. Whether it's at home, in the office, or on the sidelines, Penn Ohio has you covered.
Whether you're hosting a big party, it's family dinner night, or you just need a place to go and watch the big game, the Crane Room Grill is the place to be. Need that something special for your upcoming event? Ask about the CR Brewing Company's custom brewing options to give your big day that personalized touch that your guests will never forget. Visit craneroom.com to see their full menu, or call in your takeout order now at 724-656-1553. The Crane Room Grill and CR Brewing Company, a winning combination.
When the high school season heats up, make sure you have the best gear to support your school. Head to the Red Zone on Wilmington Road in the Shannock for all your county sporting apparel needs. From sporting goods to custom apparel to embroidery and more, the Red Zone has it all. Quality gear for all 8 schools in the County of Champions. Stop by and enter the Red Zone or visit them online at theredzonesports.com. Score big at the Red Zone.
Back at Mohawk High School with Jared Barton, Bob Work was on LCSN, the Lawrence County SportsNet. Coverage today of Mohawk and Chestnut Ridge is brought to you by the law office of William J. Flaherty. Good start for the Lions. Better finish to the first half for Mohawk. Jared, 39-30 lead for Mohawk after the first 2 quarters.
Yeah, and you really have to look to the play from Bobby Fadden, who we knew was going to be a prolific player, prolific scorer in this game. Leading all scorers right now with 17. Hits his milestone right at the end of the first quarter to become the all-time scoring leader here at Mohawk High School. And it was really impressive stuff. But on top of that, key three-point shots from Drew Rona. Joey Nail has looked good underneath. And Vinny Pizzullo has also come up with a few points down low as well to complement the scoring from Bobby Fadden.
Before you give the scoring numbers, I don't want to tip our hand, but there could be a sweep in the Maley Chiropractic play of the game and the MVP of the game.
I think I know where you're going with that.
So far, I think one of those is pretty obvious. It was kind of record-breaking and important. And the other one, it goes hand in hand with that. 39-30, 9-point lead after Chestnut Ridge, led by 3 Mohawk up at the half. Jared has the first half numbers.
Yeah, Chestnut Ridge led by Cole Nicodemus, who had 14 points, and he looked solid, especially in that first quarter, as he put up 10 quick points in that first quarter, limited to just 4 points in the second quarter. Justin Weissong with 5, Owen Claycomb with 2, Cade Emmerich had 4, and Brody Halkovich had 5. On the other side, Bobby Fadden, we talked about him already, 17 points. Drew Rona behind him with 10, Joey Nail with 6, Vinny Pizzullo with 4, and Blake Logan added 2 points as well.
So 9-point lead. Again, winner of this one gets the winner of Forest Hills, the champions from District 6. Keystone Oaks, they are at Forest Hills. Keystone Oaks, the 7th team from District 7. They had to play their way through the consolation bracket in the WPIAL. District 7 at this time of the year, right?
Yeah.
All the rest of the year for us in our travels.
WPIAL. The standalone district in Pennsylvania that kind of goes by another name than just their district. Some other districts have names, but I don't think they're as prolific as what WPIAL stands for.
Last night I was in Boys 5A, and District 3 came 232 miles to lose in Peters Township to go back. But they had 8 representatives, so that's got to be one of the bigger districts. That's in the central part of the state near Harrisburg.
By the way, forgot to ask you, first trip to the AHN Arena.
Very nice, beautiful.
Down in
beautiful
Washington
place.
County.
So I've traveled from Washington County to Lawrence County in the span of less than 24 hours.
You're all over the place.
With a stop off in Oakmont.
And then you get the
to
quick,
rest up.
You get the quick shuttle
Yeah,
over
then
to
I
Union.
go 13 minutes to Newcastle for Union Boys. You can hear that on LCSN as well. Union Girls, the first game of that doubleheader. So Chestnut Ridge, they've got the basketball moving left to right in this third quarter, down by 9 in the blue and gold. Mohawk opposite, white, black, and red. Colors that are very near and dear to my heart for 2 reasons. Emmerich, they go to the corner. A 3 is good for Halkovich, his second tray. And that's a good start to the third quarter for the Lions.
Yeah, no doubt, just puts him down by 6.
Answer at the other end, Rona. A buzz bomb. Rona's got 13, his third tray of the game.
Yeah, that's a good response as well. Rona, really silky smooth shots coming from beyond the arc in this game.
Nicodemus gives it out to Emmerich, who drives. Good hands by Nail to knock it away. Right back to Emmerich. He resets, Gets the short jumper to go off the back of the rim. Kate Emmerich with 6.
Just trying to keep the pace.
That's pace. And a block by Emmerich underneath. Boy, Fladden flew Jared down the right wing to get that layup attempt, and he'll get 2 more free throws for his efforts.
They get Emmerich with his first.
So not only, folks, you need to look this up because this is how old I am and will be again tomorrow. Lawrenceville Catholic was my alma mater, doesn't exist in the city of Pittsburgh. We were red and black and called the Warriors. So this place has a place in my heart. Then I went to Cal U, also red and black. So
and they're not the Warriors,
they're
but
the Vulcans.
The Vulcans, which are pretty much a Warrior.
Yes.
1 for 2 on the free throw trip there for Fadden.
So 18 for Fadden. Nail, though, cleaned up the miss. Mohawk retains the possession. Here's a 3 near side. Book that for Pizzolo. Mohawk by 11, 46-35.
I think they're really settling in here at the home gym and taking full advantage.
Emmerich trying to split the D. Good defense. Although it doesn't matter. Halkovich, another tray, quickly into double digits with 6 in the quarter.
Yeah, 11 total, and Halkovich is looking good from beyond the arc.
8-point game. Rona answers. But here we go. 16 for Drew Rona.
Don't look now, but Rona almost catching up to Fadden for the game's leading scorer.
That is 4 trays, 73 trays on the season. Now for Drew Rona. Good drive right side. Claycomb goes up and under. Can't get it to go. And Pizzolo clears for Mohawk. Up the floor, bounce pass, Nail. That's the way to run the break. Easy layup right side. Nail has 8. Give Pizzolo the rebound and the assist. And a steal and a save, though. And it works for Chestnut Ridge.
Yeah, Nicodemus feeding underneath.
And he got fouled. Claycomb. So they saved it right to Nicodemus, as you said. And then Claycomb is fouled at the end by Blake Logan, his 3rd. So that almost worked as an entry pass. Nothing you can do when it was Pizzolo who was falling out of bounds across the way. They missed the and 1, although Claycomb gets his own rebound.
Yep. And now Nicodemus goes to work at the free throw line.
Good hustle. And now it's Claycomb driving left blocks to the right side. Ball on the floor.
Needs some help.
Yeah, it's deflected. And deflected by Rona. Deflected off of Weissong. Mohawk basketball. Just in case you didn't know, I pointed to the left.
Thank you, Bobby.
Well, you were going for a drink, so I didn't know if you noticed that. In case the fans at home didn't know, Mohawk ball points to the left.
Might
they
be able
move
to
right
see
to
you
left.
if you're watching on the NFHS stream. You might see Bobby on the huddle camera.
I got the yellow LCSN hoodie on. Ball loose on the floor, and it's a turnover. Owen Claycomb comes up with it. And now Weissong. He'll drive left side to the right, blocks. He is fouled by Pizzolo. His 3rd and 2 free throws. That's a pretty good definitive drive. And a catch and immediate drive left to right by Weissong.
Now you're seeing a couple of players from Mohawk in some foul trouble. We're going to see what kind of substitutions are going to be made here for this Warrior squad.
Weissong also plays baseball and golf at Chestnut Ridge. He and I and you could be friends. Although he's the all-LHAC All-Stars a junior. His favorite movie, The Sandlot.
Great movie.
And his favorite food, crab legs.
Also delicious.
We could be friends.
You're right.
We could be friends. He makes both free throws.
So he has 7.
And gets the lead to 9. Oh, drive and a miss by Fadden. Left it. He switched hands and missed it. And Weissong has the rebound. A chance for careful Halkovich. Resets, though. His 3 goes to 2 from the left elbow. Might have been partially blocked. And the other way, it's Fadden in the right corner for Mohawk. Rona, long 3. Just off the mark. Rebound knocked around. Saved nicely by Pizzolo to Fadden, who gets Halkovich off his feet, draws the foul, and 1 for Bobby Fadden. That's all because of the hustle of Vinny Pizzolo.
To get Kate Emmerich, that'll be his 2nd. But a perfect play, keeping it alive, getting it to Fadden, and he's able to go for the 3-point opportunity. Old-fashioned style, of course.
Coverage of this game on LCN is also brought to you apart by attorney Lou Perlotta as Fadden gets the and 1. He's an attorney for any and all of your legal needs. For your free injury case evaluation, visit louperlotta.com. The firm wishes the best of luck to all student athletes on the road to Hershey. There's a 3 on the road to Hershey for Justin Wysong.
Yeah, perfectly placed shot. Wysong from distance.
Well, knocked away by Nicodemus off his foot. He thought it hit Mohawk, and he's right. No, he's wrong. And now they're going to have a conversation as Wysong petitions Justin Buffano, and they say Mohawk ball. They put it down. Scott Ruffner was having none of it.
No, he wasn't.
Put it on the floor and started
the count.
Left baseline drive and a block. Nicodemus, that's a good definitive drive by Joey Nail on the left wing, left baseline.
Be Nicodemus' second.
3 team fouls for the Lions in the third quarter, 2 for the Warriors. Mohawk basketball with a 9-point lead, inbound to Fadden, who's got 21. His pass deflected by Nicodemus and picked off by Claycomb. Owen Claycomb up the floor to Halkovich. He's on the right side, dumps it to Nicodemus. Saw that on the first half. Offensive foul as the charge is drawn by Bobby Fadden.
And that's number 3 on Nicodemus.
He tried to back in, did Cole Nicodemus. So we could walk into any room in any city in this country and have a 50-50 debate on block and charge, right?
No doubt.
Ball's deflected away from Fadden.
And again, that all goes back to the player control foul. You know, and in that split second, it's very, very tough sometimes for the official to come
Fadden
up.
got there early enough, right? So the question
100%.
then, was he set completely?
Right.
And that's the rule, the call, is he gets the offensive foul against
I give
Nicodemus.
officials a lot of credit because that is not an easy call to make in a split second.
Wysong steals it from Nail. He drives right side, puts it up and in over Pizzolo. Good finish after the steal by Wysong.
And he was clamoring for a foul call that was never made, as there was contact.
Rona to make it a 10-point game. Strong on the 3. Wysong with another rebound for the Lions. Outlets 2-on-1. They dump it left side, and that's no good. Rebound Weaver. And Marcus Weaver is fouled.
So Weaver will head to the line to shoot 2 as he was trying to get the putback in place.
So it was Claycomb after the outlet, right side, left side to Emmerich, who couldn't get the layup to go.
That is Drew Rona's second foul. As Weaver, who has no points in this game so far, has 2 shot opportunities.
Marcus Weaver, the 6'1 junior, also in the football and baseball teams at Chestnut Ridge.
No, they call it a floor foul.
I
so
think
he
that's the
won't get
right
shots.
call. That's what Michael Lair was talking about. Got fouled on the rebound, not the shot. Chestnut Ridge not happy. Chad Jones not happy. Scott Ruffner blows the whistle. He's in charge.
He is.
They drive, and that's a 2-shot foul. Fadden swipes Wysong.
Be his second.
Wysong 2 more free throws. Michael Lair, by the way, Knock graduate. He's been an assistant coach at Butler, Mohawk boys basketball, and then 229 wins, 13 years, 13 appearances, 2 titles for the Mohawk girls. He's got 375 wins overall in his career, and he gets the pleasure of coaching his son Cam on the boys basketball team. Wysong missed the first and the second, and the rebound is tracked down by Blake Logan for Mohawk. So the lead stays 7 for the Warriors, 54-47. By the way, 14 fouls, so Mohawk, the next foul puts them at the line here in quarter number 3. Pizzolo all the way out to Nail, high post. Left side, Fadden. Rona on the right side. Pizzolo, he'll drive left to right. His teardrop from 10 is off the back of the rim. Good rebound by Nail. He's fouled by Weaver. Weaver's got to be careful. He's barking and making some
gestures.
Yeah, some gestures. Nail will get 2 free throws.
Sometimes it's just it's
like
the emotion. It's the raw emotion that comes out.
If I'm a ref, I'm going to say, listen, okay, I understand. You're warned, right? But it's an emotional game, right?
It is.
Your season can end. One of these teams' season ends today. Off the bench, back in Nicodemus.
Nail misses the first shot.
Joey Nail, the junior. 11.8 a game. He's got 8 in this one. Also a football and baseball player at Mohawk.
It's one of the great things about these Lawrence County teams. As he hits the second shot, lots of multi-sport athletes.
Yeah,
I
you
love
and
seeing that.
You and I love that. We got a 5-sport athlete. How about Wysong from about 25 missed it. Gets his own rebound, dumps it to Weaver, who was fouled, and Marcus Weaver will shoot 2. That's 3 times at least, Jared, that Wysong has been really quick to get a miss on both sides of the court for Chestnut Ridge. Mike O'Leary is going to take a timeout.
That was a third personal against Drew Rona with 2:29 left here in the third quarter.
Gives us a chance to thank attorney Lou Parada, bringing you coverage of this game today, the state playoffs here at Mohawk. Lou and his staff are committed to excellence, and they handle every case with dedication and perseverance and personal service. Visit them. They are on South Jefferson Street in Newcastle. We appreciate attorney Lou Perlotta for helping us bring you coverage of the state playoffs here on LCSN.
And this has been a very fun game so far. It's been a great afternoon start.
Right from the get-go. Hey, fans across the way, they can't hear me, but I'm gesturing. Stay for the Wizard of Oz. That's why we started at noon.
Got to go and support the other arts and entertainment
it's a classic,
here at school.
Right?
Of course.
The musical of Mohawk is the matinee starts at 3. 2 free throws for Marcus Weaver. Thought he had 2 free throws earlier in this quarter. He's still scoreless. 55-47 lead for Mohawk. Second is also missed. Tapped and controlling the rebound, Blake Logan for Mohawk. Rona stops. He's open. Be careful. 3 from straight away is a little bit off the mark, and it's out of bounds off of Joey Nail. And off the bench comes Tanner Platt, the sophomore, and out goes Rona. Also coming off the bench for the first time is Braden Radzaminski. And a rest for Blake Logan. Radzaminski is the sophomore. Platt also a sophomore. Just 2 seniors for Mohawk. Blake Logan starts. Jackson Peters is another. Nicodemus goes inside out to Weaver. He'll drive right side. Blocked. Nice job by Pizzullo. He gets the rebound. Good defense by Vinny Pizzullo.
No doubt.
On the right blocks. Inside of 2 to go, third quarter. Mohawk by 8. Fadden takes over. Primary ball, and then they clear out. Although they clear out, and it's a charge because Weaver, I was going to say they clear out, Jared. All of a sudden, 3 blue jerseys were there, including Grant Weaver, who draws the charge.
That'll be Fadden's third. As Coach O'Leary asking for a bit of an explanation.
Justin Buffano gives the explanation. Coach O'Leary, well, he has to take it, right? Doesn't necessarily agree with it. Right down in front of us here at Mohawk. There's a drive from the right wing to the left side by Brody Dahl. Hands it off. That is Emmerich. Finds a cutter. And the layup goes for Cole Clacomb, 6. It hung on the front of the rim and dropped. 6-point game now. The Lions back within 2 possessions late third quarter. Fadden on the left wing. Pizzullo drives left to right. 3 opposite side for Platt. Rims out. Rebounded by Cade Emmerich. Up the floor quickly. Easy for me to say. Owen Clacomb uses all the rim again, and he's got Chestnut Ridge within 4.
Yep, 8 total as Clacomb coming on the scene in the last couple of minutes to single-handedly get the Lions back into this one.
55-51 inside of a minute. Mohawk is held for 1 in each of the first 2 quarters so far in this one. Fadden with it, guarded by Clacomb. Hands it off to Platt. Platt is guarded in the man-to-man by Brody Dahl. Now they double team. Finds Pizzullo, left wing, back to Platt. Clock is at 30. Platt fakes a drive. Now he goes to the right, switches places with Fadden, who gets it at half court. Wysong went for the steal, couldn't come up with it. Inside of 20 seconds now. Fadden guarded by Justin Wysong. Fadden comes left, flips left. There is Tanner Platt. Back to Fadden, fakes a 3. Drives, good defense by Emmerich. Fadden blocked by Emmerich. Here comes Wysong, 4 seconds, 2 seconds. The 3 is up. The 3 is no good as the third quarter comes to an end. After 3, it is Mohawk 55, Chestnut Ridge 51. We'll step aside. Fourth quarter comes your way next. You're listening to coverage of the PIAA basketball playoffs, brought to you by William J. Flaherty right here in LCSN.
Does your blueprint not match the vision of your building project? Not with Creative Edge Architecture. From concept to creation, Jeff Measle will help tackle the complex problems, creating design solutions and construction experience. Creative Edge gives you the edge design and construction meet.
Your hip, your knee, your shoulder, whatever has been holding you back, UPMC Orthopedic Care is where you'll find experts to help you get back to a better quality of life. UPMC is pioneering minimally invasive surgeries, and we offer personalized treatment plans and same-day surgery to get you home and moving sooner. It's your ankle, your elbow, your hand, and it's your move. Visit upmc.com/ortho to learn how UPMC can help.
Back on LCSN with Jared Barton, I'm Bob Workwis. Brought to you today, our coverage of Mohawk basketball by the Office of William J. Flaherty. It was a 9-point lead, Jared, for Mohawk at the half. A good third quarter for Chestnut Ridge.
No doubt. They outscore Mohawk 21-16 to pull it within 4. They're just down 55-51 with 8 minutes left. This is anybody's ball game.
Four-point lead for the Warriors. They've got their rest in, so Rona comes back in, and he regains the point duties. Fadden to Nail, who's also back in. Fadden on the right side, gets the double team, needs help, splits it. Blocked at the back end by Emmerich, and it's in the hands of Cole Nicodemus. Weissong left side, great defense by
Joey Nail.
Nail, did he get the steal?
Looks
no,
like
he
it
couldn't
was out of
save
bounds.
it.
Yeah.
He knocked it away from Weissong, which is stopping the basket, but couldn't get possession back for the Warriors. Back into Weissong, who has 12.
Now he's in some
Yeah,
trouble.
he's double teamed. And a steal. Here comes Nail the other way. Lays it up and in. He's got 11. Couldn't get the steal the first time, does get the steal the second time. Good crossover, Emmerich. He is too strong with the shot. Backside rebound by Claycomb is no good, but he will shoot two as he's fouled.
And that is going to be number 4 on Drew Rona.
The 3 of them coming in the second half. Claycomb has 8. 0 for 1 from the foul line. Now 1 of 2. Gets the Lions within 5, 57-52. Next point puts Claycomb into double figures. And he gets it to go. Rona comes up the floor, flips it to Nail in the high post. Blake Logan back to Rona, finds a cutting Nail. Left blocks, well done. Off the glass for 2, Nail has 13.
Yeah, it's been the Joey Nail show to start this fourth quarter.
They drive in a dish by Weissong and a 3 from the near side. Book that for Brody Dahl, his first points of the game on a tray. 3-point game. Fadden to Rona. Tries to find Nail. Cut. Deflected by Weissong. Knocked away by Nicodemus. Weissong outlets. Layup to tie. No good for Claycomb. And the rebound fought for and controlled by Rona. He goes coast to coast. Driving left side. No. Nail put back on the rebound on the opposite side. 15 now for Joey Nail.
And a 5-point lead.
61-56. A long 3, no good. And a foul against Nicodemus on the rebound. That'll be his 4th as he got a little shoulder into Drew Rona. Well, Nicodemus had a great first quarter and a good first half. Adjustments or whatever, he has not been heard from in the second half.
Yeah, it's been a silent except for that foul. Here in half number 2 as Halkovich returns for Chestnut Ridge.
3 of his 4 fouls, Nicodemus, in the second half. Halkovich has 11 points and 3 trays in this game.
And we got a blood timeout here for Bobby Fadden as he gets worked on by the trainer.
He's going to get taped up. Coverage today on LCSN brought to you by the law office of William J. Flaherty. They proudly support the Mohawk Warriors in their quest to capture state championship, and they wish Mohawk, good luck. That didn't take long.
Nope.
Taped up on the left knee of Bobby Fadden. It'll be Mohawk basketball. 6-11. They're checking the floor to make sure no blood. So they've got Rona double teamed on the pressure.
Nail is your outlet.
Back to Fadden, who was the inbounder. It didn't take them much to break that. Rona splits the D at the top of the key. Back out to Fadden. Mohawk leading by 5, 61-56.
This with under 6 minutes to play, and you can tell Mohawk's going to try and slow the pace here, especially with the offensive possession.
Pizzolo directs traffic and then bounces it to Blake Logan in front of his own bench. Nail at half court. Pizzolo to Fadden, be careful, as Nicodemus was sneaking around for a steal. Back out to Rona at the Mohawk logo at half court. And now Joey Nail. They've taken 50 seconds off the clock. Pizzolo, Fadden three, front rim no. Rebounded by Cade Emmerich. Outlet, Owen Claycomb. His pass deflected, too high and hard. Nail gets it to Rona, comes the other way. He is fouled, he reaches, looks like Emmerich at the right elbow. If it is, that'll be 2 on Emmerich. And it is.
It should be 3 actually on Emmerich.
Yeah, you're correct, I missed one. He prefers my numbers.
Yes.
As opposed to the correct ones.
The scoreboard differs.
Left baseline inbound. Well, the official book is down below us to the right. Ball is deflected. They get it to Fadden. Clock is inside of 5 minutes now. Mohawk 61-56 lead. Fadden right wing. Knocked into the bench by Justin Weissong on the nail. Nail was trying to get the Rona.
Speaking of Weissong, that's another player as we get a timeout from Chestnut Ridge that has kind of been quiet in this second half.
That's good hands. Wonder if that was Kevin Rona, who was an assistant coach on the girls team and followed Mike O'Leary over to the boys team. That timeout gives us a chance to thank the law office of William J. Flaherty for bringing you coverage of this Mohawk State Championship basketball game. William J. Flaherty and his law office wishes the student athletes of Lawrence County all of the best in the PIAA basketball playoffs, and they say go Warriors.
Been a lot of fun here.
We approve of the music.
Oh, music choices have been great. Got to give a big thank you to the athletic department here at Mohawk High School for getting us really set up and in a great position for this game, right behind the Warrior bench.
And James Dotson, who I'm going to go meet, came and got us set up ahead of time. He's at Union for a doubleheader. I'll be there for the boys doubleheader. More Lawrence County teams in action today. Newcastle and boys 6A, Neshannock and boys 2A, both Union teams, and Elwood City and Mohawk. So one of those two Lawrence County teams will get eliminated in that one, and that's girls basketball. 4.5 to go. Rona at half court for the Warriors. Nicodemus is done.
Yeah, and that's a tough player to lose. 5 fouls for Cole Nicodemus with 14 points, all coming in the first half.
He had a great start. He was a big reason why Chestnut Ridge jumped out to a big lead. Marcus Weaver comes in.
And maybe one of the reasons you haven't seen him in the second half is because he was playing with foul trouble.
3 and then 4. And now he's disqualified with 4:26 left. So more than half of a quarter remaining. Fadden left wing. They slide that double team towards Fadden in this man-to-man. Fadden gets it back near half court, opposite side, back to Rona, down in front of us. Clock is nearing 4 minutes. Rona at half court. There's a double team, but he finds Fadden on the right wing. Fadden comes all the way to the left wing. And Weissong tripped over his own teammate, Halkovich. So as much as I'd like to credit Fadden for an ankle breaker, it didn't happen. They steal.
Yeah, Halkovich takes it away.
Weissong's 3, back rim. Rebound, up and in, Wysong, no! It rims out, and Fadden clears for Mohawk. Fadden is knocked down. Here comes Rona. Numbers for the Warriors. Rona fakes the pass and is rejected by Cade Emmerich. We had Nail right side and Logan left side. He faked pass right, Jared, and then really good block. 3 in the game now for Cade Emmerich.
Clean block, too, as we get a timeout from Mike O'Lear. As once again, the lead official slamming the ball down on the side, on the baseline and counting off the 5 seconds. As he is not taking any funny business. He doesn't want any delay in this game.
That is Scott Reffner, appropriately named. Thanks again to the law offices of William J. Flaherty for bringing you coverage of Mohawk State Plus. Again, the winner on Wednesday faces either Forest Hills or Keystone Oaks. Forest Hills, the champions from District 6. Keystone Oaks from the WPIAL. That's a 3 o'clock tip-off in Johnstown between the Rangers and the Golden Eagles. This song has significance in Western Pennsylvania.
Yeah, I would say. So we got to, and this is very random, but we're in Bessemer, PA. You want to know my nugget about Bessemer, PA?
Throw it at me.
So the Bessemer and Lake Erie Railroad runs from the ore docks in Erie to all the way down to North Bessemer in right outside of Penn Hills, Plum area. Named after Bessemer, PA, but the railroad itself never ran through Bessemer. So it's in the name, but it never came through here.
Listen to that factoid from Jared Barton. Mohawk's got this clock down to 3:20 and turning, still with a 5-point lead, 61-56. 1 foul to give for Chestnut Ridge. They're being very aggressive. They've spread their man-to-man and chasing defense out as Mohawk has spread the offense in the half court. Rona's playing with 4. That's a reach. It's either Wysong or Claycomb. It's Claycomb. His 3rd, team 4th. Next foul, the bonus, the rest of the way for Mohawk. Why college basketball in the men's side doesn't have 4 quarters? I don't know. Soapbox, that was a mild rant. That's the only sport that doesn't have it.
You're right. I do like the 2 halves, though, because I feel as though they move pretty smoothly. But we do get a timeout from Mohawk's bench before the inbound.
They couldn't get it in on the far side, and a smart timeout. Mohawk, I think both teams with 2 remaining, with 3:03 left in this one.
Should be 1 and 2.
Yeah, they took it off now. Thank you. So 1 for the Warriors.
I feel as though
patient, right?
We have been stuck at the same score for a while.
Well, 5-11 when Mohawk got the 1 rebound in the inbound.
Right.
Then they slowed in a timeout. They got a bucket by Nail. They got it back. They got it blocked on the drive by Rona, the block by Emmerich. So we've gone from 5-11 to now with just 1 bucket. You'll take that if you're Mohawk, right? Because you've got the 5-point lead. By the way, Mike O'Lear also has a daughter. He's a health and physical education teacher. Took over for Nick Marmo back in 2021. And again, great success, 229 wins and 2 titles for the girls basketball team here in Bessemer. Wide open. Oh! Now, I know you're milking clock, but that could have been an easy layup.
It could have been.
Left side for Blake Logan. You get a 5th foul anyway, but clock is at 2:59.
Instead of foul here against Marcus Weaver to stop play.
It's Logan who gets the shoot 2. He misses the first. No guarantee he makes the layup, right? Weaver out. Brody Dahl in. And for the first time off the bench, Cash Stratton, who's also a pitcher on the baseball team and a football player from Mohawk. So they're bringing the sophomore in for the first time. If Logan makes the second, which he does, makes it a two-possession game even at 62-56. 250, Wysong on the right wing.
Lane drive and a shot opportunity for Claycomb is no good.
Mohawk has the miss.
2:30 to go. Now it's going to be a holding pattern, I feel, here for Mohawk.
Rona's on the bench right now, but with him out, Pizzullo and Fadden, your primary ball handlers. Good job swiping from behind by Halkovich. He creates the turnover. Maybe not. Halkovich certainly swiped that. Did it hit? It did not. Mohawk, that's the way I saw it from up here. So with 2:15 left, far sideline inbound for Mohawk, leading by 6. Rona back in. Into the backcourt to Fadden. Fadden's got 21. He's been stuck on that for a long time.
Yes, he has.
He's been stuck with a whole bunch of blue shirts around him. Finally, a foul call. Looks like Emmerich. It is Cade Emmerich.
That'll be number 4 on the junior.
That's a bonus for Fadden, who was knocked down at the end. Oh, it's Rona, excuse me. No, Fadden dumped it to Rona.
Yep.
I apologize. Fadden was in the midst of the triple team when he passed that off.
A lot of bodies in the vicinity there, so understandable.
Not only Fadden hit the floor, with all due respect to Drowning Pole. First is good for Rona, who's got 17 now, including 4 threes and 4 fouls. He's been on 4 fouls
a while
for a good part in the second half. Makes both. Puts Mohawk up 64-56. He comes out offense-defense, right?
Yep.
Cash Stratton comes in for the Warriors. Now, as we go inside of 2 minutes, you got to flip the switch if you're Chestnut Ridge.
No doubt.
On your comeback.
They need points quickly.
Wysong's the man to do it. He'll drive left. And good defense by Fadden. And the ball, though, ends up in the hands of Dahl and a 3. Halkovich, another tray, his 4th. He's got 14. It's 64-59. Halkovich has a big second half with 3 trays.
Now we got a trap and good press here from the Lions.
Fadden tries to throw it out of bounds. It does, though, deflect up. They get it to Nail. He'll flip it out to Blake Logan. Now, I agree with him pulling that one out. But Fadden got lucky because he tried to bounce it out of bounds, but it stayed in bounds, but it came forecourt to Cash Stratton. So Mohawk keeps possession. They have a 5-point lead with 1:19, and they've got Vinny Pizzullo at the line to shoot 2 as Brady Dahl picks up his first personal.
Drew Rona will check back in.
First is good for Pizzullo, who's got 8. 65-59. 66-59. Justin Wysong, long 3 as he spots up. Top of the key, no. Rebounded by Blake Logan. Fadden to Rona against the double team. Breaks the pressure, breaks the timeline. Back to Fadden to half court. Rona on the left side, or the right side, excuse me. Pass to Fadden out of the double team. Clock's at 54. Rona, Fadden. Fouled by Claycomb.
That should be number 4 on Claycomb.
2 free throws for Bobby Fadden. And now foul shots could ice this away and put Mohawk into the second round of the state playoffs for the 4th time. Or for the 2nd straight year. This is their 4th appearance in the state playoffs. This would make them 5-3 all time. They had one trip to the championship. When they won their WPL championship in 1970, they were the runners-up to Avon Grove in 2A. Fat and Smooth. He's got 23, the all-time leading scorer at Mohawk. Did I mention that would still count forward? Still counting. It will count again on Wednesday if Mohawk holds on to this 9-point lead.
And into next season, as you mentioned earlier, still has one more year of high school ball before his illustrious career is over.
Driving from the left wing to the right side is Emmerich. Pass knocked away, and Fadden gets it off the steal from Pizzolo. Bobby Fadden lays it up and in to ice this game with 25 seconds left. And a steal by Joey Nail, who is fouled. 11-point lead for the Warriors.
Claycomb fouls out.
Claycomb leads with 10 points. He's the second Lion to foul out. Nicodemus fouled out earlier. Chestnut Ridge, their season is going to end at 17-8. As they're going to empty their bench.
Yeah, they're going to bring Weaver and 4 others who have not seen the floor yet today.
Zach Imler, Wyatt Dishong, Colston Miller, Garrett Hubbard. Mohawk goes to the bench too. Braden Radsmazinski is back in. Tanner Platt is back in. Jackson Peters is into the game. Cash Stratton is back in. And waiting to come in is Cam O'Lear. After the free throws, he's waiting because Nail has to shoot 2 foul shots. Give credit to Mohawk. Right, good start for Chestnut Ridge. Mohawk, a great second quarter. A good third quarter for Mohawk, or for Chestnut Ridge, Darren. And then Mohawk deliberately slowing the pace, but.
And that's what made the difference.
They're going to lead 72-59. 17 now for Joey Nail, who checks out. And the Warriors, they're alive on the road to Hershey.
Yes, they are. Be in action on Wednesday.
20 seconds left now. Chestnut Ridge down 13. You can tell Miller is a freshman.
Yeah, he's lacking the height.
Weaver drives in, passes it back out. It's Garrett Hubbard, top of the key. Finds Zach Imler, who's a senior, to Hubbard. And he's dribbling around, and that will do it. Mohawk wins this one. Win number 21 for the Mohawk Warriors. They advance to the second round of the state basketball playoffs. Your final score in this one, Mohawk 72, Chestnut Ridge 59. Back to wrap it up after this one, including the Maley Chiropractic play of the game and our MVP of the game. And that's next. LCN and William J. Flaherty bringing you coverage of Mohawk in the state basketball playoffs.
Celebrating 25 years of the best coverage of high school sports.